Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over observed the right to self-determination day today with the pledge that they would continue the struggle till the Kashmir dispute was settled in accordance with the United Nations resolutions. It was on this day in 1949 when the United Nations Security Council passed a resolution supporting Kashmir's right to decide their future by themselves through United Nations-sponsored plebiscite. Various activities including rallies, seminars and conferences were organized in Azad Kashmir, Pakistan and across the world. Speakers sought the intervention by the international community to save the Kashmiris from extermination by the fascist Modi regime. Despite rain and shivering cold, the All Parties Hurriyat conference held protest demonstrations and marches in Islamabad, other cities of Pakistan and all district headquarters of Azad Jammu and Kashmir including Muzaffarabad today. Addressing to the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, APHC-AJK chapter presented a memorandum in the Office of United Nations Military Observers Group in India and Pakistan and Islamabad. APHC Vice Chairman Ghulam Ahmed Kulzar, in a statement issued in Srinagar, said that unabated genocide of the oppressed Kashmiris by Indian occupation forces and brazen violations of international laws and commitments by India have brought the whole world at the brink of yet another global war. Senior APHC leader Mirwais Umar Farooq warned that the use of force, repression and propaganda being pursued as a state policy by India in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir will prove counterproductive and fatal. Other APHC leaders in their statements deplored that the failure of the United Nations to implement its resolutions and hold India accountable for its brutalities in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir had resulted in the continued sufferings of the people of the occupied territory. Pakistani leadership, while paying tribute to the Kashmiri people for their steadfastness, has reiterated country's all possible support to them until the realization of their inalienable right to self-determination. President Dr. Arif Alvi, Prime Minister Imran Khan, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, in their special messages and statements on Right to Self-Determination Day, called upon the United Nations and the world community to hold India accountable for the gross human rights violations in Kashmir and to play their role for peaceful and durable resolution of Kashmir dispute. They said that no amount of Indian attempts will succeed in misleading the international community and glossing over India's state terrorism being perpetrated with shameless impunity in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 3 Kashmiri youth in Chandagam area of Pulwama today. The fresh killings raised the number of slain youth in the territory to 8 since the commencement of New Year. Several troops of Indian Border Security Force were injured after a bus they were travelling in turned turtle at Narain in Rajouri district of Jammu region. In India, in the wake of growing online targeting of Muslim women, Indian Chief Justice N.V. Ramana has been urged through an open letter circulated online by a civil society group to take action against the handlers of infamous applications like Suli Deals and Bully Bhai.